Hello everyone, how are y'all doing? I am sorry that on the last video I wasn't speaking loudly. I'm gonna try to speak a little louder. I know I tend to lower my voice. It's just a habit from talking on phones as an operator so long that lower voices are needed. Anyways, I have been looking at the budget and I was about to start working on the budget for January or 2019. And the more I work with these printables from The Budget Mom, the more I am liking this budget. It makes a whole lot more sense. I'm going to go over it with you one more time. This is the monthly budget, and you pretty much just list all your bills on here so you know what's going on, when, and how much, and all that. The next one is your actual budget, and as you can see, I've already closed out some of it. There's no more monthly bills coming in, so I closed that out. The emergency fund is done. I've moved that money. That is done. But like I said, the more I work with it, the more I am liking it. Let me try to adjust this a little. Right there. Okay. This is a where did your money go? Monthly budget category breakdown. So this is similar to this, is just a little more, and it tells you what percent of your income is going to groceries, different categories. So this is an interesting one to have. It'll help me try to estimate or how to figure out how to lower some of them where I think it's a little high on some of the spending. And then we have all the tracker. This is overwhelming. That's when I prefer to use the Erin Condren and just do it my way. This seems a whole lot more simpler, and I just take all this information from here and put it in here. It's just a whole lot easier. But this one is set up for my checking account. It is like a running balance. I enter the transaction and it gives me a total, which this month I screwed up a little bit, and I started with the balance up here at the top instead of saying that was our income on that one. Let me try to zoom you in a little right there. And we did have 3 refunds, if I can say that correctly. The hubby purchased a couple of things for me from Staples, and one of them was a fountain pen. It was missing parts, and it was used. It was one of the little ink, what do you call it? The little ink cartridges or whatever you call that. And it was empty, so I returned it, and it was $59.53. And then I had a little notebook that I purchased a month or 2 ago from Staples. I returned that too, and that was $7.03. And then for the husband, I did purchase him something for Christmas, and it didn't work for him, so he asked me to return it, and that was $42.81. So if you were to look at this, you would think that's our only income. It was actually $6,000 plus this, so that's a little off, but it's fine. It is the beginning of this, and the running balance is correct. Now this one is the cash envelopes, and I know you're not supposed to put the balance on here, but I want the balance there. I start off with the amount of cash envelope money that I have, which it's all digital. Nothing is really cash envelopes except for the lunch money. And I like to have a running total, so if I run out in one, I know maybe I can pull out of another one. But I do have 2 pages of that so far. The next one is a sinking funds. Now this one, I may just change this to just a savings account and do another page of this into a savings account. This one is too much time, too difficult for me, so I don't think I'm going to use that. This one is interesting. I did finally finish this one, and this is the debt-free printable. And the yellow one is all the past, and this year are these pink ones. Next year I'll probably go with blue, and I hope to fill it all in blue and be done with it. But we shall see. Anyway, it's always good to put in a few lines in there. Okay, and then the next one is an interesting one. This is for our debt and savings, and it just kind of tells me what I'm really, what percent of my income is going to each of the categories, which is the debt and the savings currently right now. Since I only put $200 into a savings, it's only 3% of my income. As for the debt, it is 24% of the income. So that's interesting to know, that I am contributing to the correct places. This one is last month and this month. It's last month versus this month in the spending. And it's interesting to know if you're spending more or less from month to month. So that's a good one. This one is a debt payment balance. Now this one I really had to work and find all the numbers on it. Let me try to zoom it in a little more. And pretty much the way it goes is you enter your creditor, the balance you owe, the interest, and then the minimum payment. And then here at the bottom, if you do extra payments, you would enter it here. And you get a grand total here of how much the total money you put toward debt. And then here at the bottom, it's interesting as well. They have different ways to show you how you're progressing on each one. And one is for the monthly and one is for overall. So that's I am 71% paid on all the debt. And every month I'm up 6.6%, which is sad. I'm going to try to raise that number. I already changed the numbers on that. But yeah. And then the asset and liabilities, your net worth. I'm not going to do that one. That one's too much writing for me. I'm not going to do that because a lot of it is business stuff minus the house. And I'm not going to try to do that. So this one is not something I'm going to use, but I did print it in case I want to do that later on or next year sometime, but currently not. But I was doing this one just a minute ago, and it really motivates me to try to really put money into I'm over here writing on here, into more debt. I did raise the payments. The husband is going to take over 2 of the loans, which is Capital Farm and Kubota, and he already made changes to the way he's doing that. He's going to tackle the Capital Farm a little harder, and he's actually doing $500 every month. Since I'm only in charge of Bank of America, that's the only one you'll see from now on. Unless I do these papers, I'll still do it here possibly. I done upped it up to $300 for sure. It is $244.57, and I've already changed it on the computer. The payment is going to be $300. So I do have to come up with that extra money into the budget. But those are some of the changes we're doing, and hopefully with both of us attacking the different loans, we can knock it out a whole lot quicker than we thought. The Kubota, since there's no interest on it, and because of income tax reasons, we're just going to pay it out. It is 20 months left on it, I believe. And we're just going to do the whole 20 month. We're not going to get too aggressive unless a year from now we want to change that. But that's not going to be something we're going to worry about currently, because that is equipment for the farm. So we have to depreciate, I think is the word, something on taxes, and it's just leave it alone. Anyways, that is the printables that are going on. My problem is that I was filling these out, and I'm not sure if I want to just use this next month and go with this, or go back into my Erin Condren. It is just a whole lot easier just to print all this stuff out, because this is my favorite here. This is one that I struggle the most with, and yeah, and it's just easier to print these up. Like I said, this is difficult for me to have to write all this stuff in and highlight the different areas, but in the end it is rewarding to see how much is going to each thing. And yeah, anyways, let me know what y'all think. What is y'all's way of doing your budget? Do y'all do it on paper? Do y'all do it digital? Do y'all write everything out, or do y'all have printables? If you have any other printables than these, let me know below, and I'll see what I can find. Anyways, for January, these are the ones that I have. I did take her course. It was an 8-day course, and she had this printable versus the one that is here. And this is a lot of ink, so I don't know if I'll continue to use that. I may just go back to this one, but I did like the little dots on there, but I can do that myself. And this stayed the same. And then I have 4 pages of this. One for the checking, 2 of them are for the cash envelopes, and then 1 is for the savings. And I did put the sinking funds in here. I'm not sure if I'll be using that or not. But I did print these out again. These are rather useful to have the where did your money go for the budget categories, the debt versus savings, and then your monthly comparison each month. And this is just one I printed. I probably will not be using that right now. I may use it later for savings or something. The high priorities, not gonna use, and this one's already filled out. These are some of the bills that are due monthly: the car insurance, the home insurance, the septic system. We had to do a pump. They had to pump out the septic. That's just a routine, and it was a little pricey, so we had to take care of that. So we put it in there too. And then the property tax. Half of the property tax will not be my problem anymore. And then we have propane and Christmas. And this is one that I will fill out here soon as well. Anyways, that is what the budget is looking like. I'm not going to do any other month. Just when I need it at the end of the month, I'll print what I need that month. Because if anyone knows me, I change my mind all too much. And I'll find something different or whatever. And it always gives me an opportunity to make changes. Just like these, I may change the lines or do anything to it, and gives me the opportunity to go ahead and jump right into the next one without having to deal with a whole bunch of printables. Anyways, I believe that is all. I was just wondering how y'all do y'all's budget, and I'm contemplating between this budget and my Erin Condren. But yeah, that is where we're at with the budget. And I do have to find a goal I want to do. I want to do some sort of goal every month to where I can save a few dollars. There is a bunch of them that she has out there. That's what this little paper right here is, and it's just some ideas of different things to try to save a few dollars. But I'll think of a goal by the time I write this all in and figure it out. So yeah, anyways, that is the budget, or what I'm going through right now and trying to figure out. Yeah, if y'all like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If y'all want to see more videos from me, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If y'all have any questions, comments, be sure to leave them below, and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. And yeah, so we will talk to y'all later. Hopefully y'all have a wonderful day, and bye.